Welcome back to the Combat Sports Report. My guest today is a competitor that we've seen in the past in Chicago. Evan got a raw deal. The MMA gods did not smile upon him that day. He drew a teammate first round. Absolutely the worst case scenario you could possibly get. Despite a valiant effort, Evan came up short on that decision. And what stood out to me wasn't necessarily the match. It was the message Evan sent to me afterwards. He was very honest. He was frustrated. He just drove from Ohio to Chicago to fight a teammate. And I mean, it's a raw deal. It is what it is. But now he's back. We're gonna see Evan under a new team, under a new banner, representing Fort Wayne submission fighting. And ironically, his former teammate is also in this bracket. So it's the stage is set for a pretty awesome story here. Fast forward to now, Evan Proxmire is back, new man. We've seen him compete at Kumite sub fighting. He's been getting it done all over the place. My guest today, Evan Proxmire. Evan, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Quite the wordy introduction here, but I mean, we haven't really had the opportunity to talk since Chicago. So I mean, it's kind of funny just because just the way things have shaken out. I mean, you used to train under Black Market and now you're with Fort Wayne Submission Fighting. So I mean, talk to me about that transition. You must be right on the border of Ohio and Indiana, right?
Yeah. Actually, so this all started because I moved from Defiance to Fort Wayne. So driving to and from Defiance was just getting a little hard on me. So I just started training with the guys up here. And then I was still training, competing for the guys in Defiance. But I competed a couple of times with the guys from Fort Wayne, and I really enjoyed their team environment that everybody pulls up and everybody goes to every mat. And they're hooting and hollering as a team, man. And it's like, it's a cool environment to be on, you know? And so that's basically why I gravitated over there. And then there was a totally amicable split between me and my prior coach, Justin. We still have a great relationship. I still train over there, and I still accredit 99% of my jujitsu skill to him. So,
All right, absolutely. And Justin Fleming, the Black Market guys, they're an awesome team over there. It's kind of making the switch from a sport jujitsu team to guys that kind of dabble in MMA too. And you see the energy difference too, as opposed to the golf clap. They're in the corner, hey, every
yeah,
pass, every sweep. It's very,
yeah,
very different. Um,
absolutely.
so what exactly was it work? What prompted the move to Fort Wayne?
Well, me and the old lady, we got a killer opportunity to rent this beautiful house that I'm currently in for just absolutely. If I'm being honest with you, I'm renting this house for less than I was paying my apartment in rent and Defiance. This is an amazing deal that we got. I'm blessed. I'm really blessed, and this has opened up a lot of more opportunities to be able to train and travel and compete, which I just am thankful for. You know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's one of the things I feel like people don't really take into consideration as I speak to athletes all the time. Guys that are living in New York City, I mean, when you're paying $3,000 a month for a studio apartment, it really limits your opportunity versus guys that are in, Nebraska. They're like, I've got all this expendable
Absolutely.
income. So I
Yeah.
mean, how are you liking the Fort Wayne area? I mean, personally, I love it. Every time I go, I look for an excuse to just hang out just because everybody's so friendly. I mean, it's a great area. What are you thinking so far?
So I'll be honest, it's a bit of a switch from the rural environment that I was in Ohio, but I've grown to like being close to everything, You don't have to do much travel. I live 5 minutes from the grocery store now. I live 5 minutes from places I can get takeout from that's not McDonald's and Taco Bell and stuff like that. I live by actual restaurants now, which is cool. And it's great, and I still have a soft spot for Ohio. And the great part is I live on the right by the state line. I can always go back and visit when I want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The Midwest is really cool like that too. I mean, it's nothing's really driving distance, but I mean everybody kind of pushes it just because it's easy miles. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's good to hear. So I want to touch back on Chicago. So I mean, I didn't really get an opportunity to talk to you. I mean, it's random seating. It is what it is. But I mean,
yeah.
just out of curiosity, what is your thought? You're sitting there, you draw your number, you see your, I don't know, seed number one, and your teammate coach gets seed number 16. You find out you're competing with him. What goes through your mind during that process?
Well, um, I was in the bathroom with Sean getting warmed up. We're good buddies. And we go, let's go check and see what the bracket looks like. So we go check, see it's us. And we both just looked at each other with a little disappointment. We shook hands and said, "May the best man win, brother." And that's
All
why you
right.
saw we have a good relationship. We're still homies, so it's all right, dude. Sometimes you got to battle it out.
Absolutely. And let's say you randomly get that matchup again, first round, you see Sean again. It's I mean, the odds aren't great. It's what is it? 1 in 15, but I mean, what goes down differently? I mean, what are your thoughts now? New team. I mean, it's not exactly a teammate, but there is still a familiarity there. So I mean,
Right,
how does that play into your
exactly.
mindset?
Um, I just try to think of every match now after that experience and experiences that I've had competing as of late. I just try to think of now as every match is just two people, a referee, and a rule set. Everything else is just an illusion. Go out there and do jujitsu to that person.
Absolutely, man. I think that's something guys tend to get caught up into is like the lights are there, the cameras are on, and all that stuff. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It does, but it really doesn't. I mean, at the end of
Right.
the day, you should be just focused on your your fundamentals and getting it done. So that kind of brings me to my next question here. I've become kind of familiar with you, just kind of watching you post Chicago, keeping an eye on what you've been doing. You're known for your leg locks, especially your straight ankle lock.
Thank you.
Um, and now you're training under Dominic Heath, who's known for that wrestle jitsu top pressure style. I mean, how are those two things playing together? I mean, they seem kind of opposite, but if you can master both, man.
That's the goal. I feel like I carry over a lot of my dangerous guard abilities from my previous team. And then to add wrestling and top pressure and passing and being able to tie it all together, I feel like has made me a totally different grappler, and I feel like I haven't even come close to um, getting even mastering leg locks. There's everything so much out of my grasp that I can't even comprehend it yet. I just got to keep working at it every day. But I do like the prospect of merging the top pressure of Dom with the guard of Justin. I feel like that's the perfect combo. It's the perfect storm.
Absolutely. I mean, watching those two compete, it was like just tenacious passing versus, I mean, Justin's literally got his feet behind his head and Dom's still trying to find a
Yeah.
means of passing, man. Those two guys are fun to watch. So I guess, do you feel we're going to see a different version of Evan now that you're working with this new team and it's a new environment, new everything, really?
Absolutely, absolutely. I've started really focusing on not relying on the leg lock so much, and I've started to dial in my weight training and just taking everything a little bit more seriously, putting on a little bit more solid mass, so I'm not one of the smaller guys in the weight division. Stuff like that. Just the little things now.
Okay. And could you kind of speak on the weight training a little bit? I mean, I feel like guys are they kind of shy away from it just because they're like, oh, I want to give my best effort to grappling. But I mean, we're seeing like a lot of these guys, it prevents injuries. I mean, lifting is almost it's almost supplemental training that you can't really avoid at this point. So I mean, what does your strength and conditioning routine look like?
Pretty bare bones, if I'm being honest with you. I don't do much. I really don't go to like a weightlifting gym per se. I got myself a little home gym here that I use, and I just get myself little 30-minute like strength training and plyometric workouts in, get my body ready for the rigors of competition and stuff like that.
Boom. So I mean, you're hearing it here first, guys. Evan's actively competing. I mean, he's getting it done time and again, and he's not crushing it in the weight room. It's really just kind of like you just said, bare bones. I mean, it's something you can't really ignore. But I mean, at the same time, you don't need to be clean and pressed, and you don't need to be pushing a sled on turf.
Absolutely.
I feel like guys overthink it, and Hickson used to just kind of use a TRX and just breathe. So I mean,
Right.
it's an interesting change just to see like the modern functional fitness versus like what guys used to be doing, which is just some push-ups, some sit-ups, maybe a couple curls and overhead press, call it a day.
Right.
But in terms of this bracket, it's pretty stacked with competition. We mentioned Sean is in it, you're in it. There's a ton of killers from the Portland area. Um, I guess my question is what separates this version of Evan from the rest of those guys?
I feel like a lot of the dangerous 10th Planet guys, I feel like 10th Planet is a gym that the further you go west in the country, the better it's going to be. The closer you get to Eddie Bravo, the better those 10th Planet gyms are going to be, because that's where it all, you have all the Eddie black belts that have started their own schools probably in that area. So I'm definitely on the lookout and more concerned with the high level 10th planet guys that are out there. But I feel like the Midwest produces some of the best wrestle jitsu mix that the guard players may not be able to handle per se, or maybe not, who knows?
You're gonna put me out of a job here, man. That's the perfect sell. Honestly, I mean, I said that when I went to 10th Planet San Jose. I was just watching the instruction, watching the athletes, and it's like, wow, the closer you are to HQ, the better the instruction gets. I mean, no, not
Yeah,
throwing shade to anybody on the East Coast. It's just when you have that many black belts that are kind of in the same region, all kind of putting their heads together, like man. And then they run it by Eddie too on top of it. So it's
absolutely.
and on the flip side too, the further away you get from the East Coast, the Henzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, they're not exactly the same. So I'm
Right.
excited to see it personally. The wrestle jitsu, like you said, from the Midwest, there's nothing like it. And then these guys that are like jiu-jitsu purists from the West Coast, it sets the stage for something pretty exciting. I can't wait. So
Absolutely.
I guess let's talk X's and O's real quick here. So I mean, we've seen you ankle lock everybody. You've you've been getting it done at super fights. I guess my question is, what is your strategy going into this rule set? Obviously, I mean, it favors the top man. So does that play into your mindset?
Not exactly. Play the same thing I always play, add the new tools that I have into the game plan and just execute.
Okay. And I'm going to turn it over to you here in just a minute. But my final question is kind of let's help everybody out here. Let's put a sell on it. Why should everybody watch the Evan Proxmire matches? There's something like 90 matches that day. Why should they circle your matches and make sure that you can't miss TV?
Well, man, I like to think that I always bring the heat. You know what I mean? I'm always hunting for submissions. It's always something with me. It's never, you're never going to see me hold a guy down and stall out to the final belt just to win a points match. I hate it when guys do that. I hate points, guys. The name of the game is to kill your opponent. All right. The tap gets in the way or maim them horribly with a joint lock. And that's what I like to do.
Right on, man. All right. That's the best sell I could possibly think of. Evan's coming to break bones. I'm gonna turn it over to you now. Like I said, now's your time. If there's anything we didn't cover you'd like to discuss, any shout outs, any call outs, any sponsors, shoot, man. The floor is yours.
You can follow me on Instagram at proxbj_bjj. Shout out Fort Wayne Submission Fighting. Shout out to my girlfriend, everybody in my family that makes all this possible and helps me out tremendously. Um, and yeah, that's about it.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to want to miss it. Evan Proxmire is entering his redemption arc. He's coming back with a vengeance. New team, same old though. He's not going to be switching it up. Keep your legs safe. You're not going to want to miss this one. Tune in on venturecombat.com. If you're able to make it in person and you're going to make that trip from the Midwest to Portland, hit up Evan for tickets, help him out. If not, tune in on pay-per-view, same deal. Hit up Evan. He's got a special promo code, help him out a little bit. But Evan, I appreciate you being here. I look forward to the live show as always. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen with the Fort Wayne team behind you. We know it's gonna be a little bit louder than normal. So I mean, I appreciate you taking the time, and I'm looking forward to the live show.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me. Big things are coming with the new team. Let me tell you, I'm thankful for them. I'll see you, man.